and we are in the home of Lula and Elenico Gurules in Winston, New Mexico. And they've been kind enough to have us interview them here. And we have Elenico here, and we have Lula here. And in the background, we have Lucy, her daughter, and we have Ann Welburn, and Jay Hopkins is behind doing the filming. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing fine.
Good, good. Well, we're going to have lots of questions that we want to ask you. And first, let's start out. What year were you born?
I was born April 29, 1920.
And Erico, when
I
you...
was born in 1928, October the 5th, 1928.
Very good. And you were you born here in
Gurules, the other little town 2 miles from here.
Okay, you were born in
Cuchillo.
Cuchillo. Okay. Now tell us about the Gurules. Are you from Cosme Gurules? Was Cosme your one of your ancestors, or who was your father or grandfather?
Cosme was my grandfather, my father's father.
Okay, and who was your father then?
Joe Jose Gurules, Joe Gurules.
Joe. Okay, and then so was Joe Ramon's brother?
No, Ramon was my father's nephew.
Okay. All right. Very good. So your family went back into this area in what about the 1860s? Is that right?
I don't know about that.
Sherry,
Lily,
if you speak a little bit slower and directly
His
at my dad,
family,
because he's hard
Gurules,
of
came
hearing.
to Winston or to Cheese in 1983. 1983, when they came to Cheese.
Uh-huh.
And then from Cheese they moved to Chloride. And in 1955 they moved into Chloride. The Jose Gurules family.
And they moved here from
Nowhere there.
They
They
lived
didn't
in
go,
Cheese,
they
Mom.
used to live there all their life.
their home. Okay.
They was their home all their life.
Uh-huh. What are some of your memories that you have of the area, and how has it changed?
To me, I came here when I was 11 years old. I came here because my sister used to live here.
Uh-huh.
But the rest of his family, I don't know anything until I married him.
Mm-hmm.
Before I was married to his cousin,
Oh, okay.
Pete Gurules, Pete Charles Gurules.
Figuruleta.
Pete Gurules Chavez. And then he passed away, then I married Larry.
And Larry, what do you remember about growing up here?
He don't remember too much, I don't think.
What did he do? What did you do? Where did you work? Did you
Oh, I used to work for ranchers over here, yeah.
so you did cowboying?
Yeah.
And who did you know Frankie Nuanez?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Do you have any memories of Frankie Nuanez and when you were cowboying with him?
Well, I knew him in Monticello. He used to live in Monticello at that time.
So he lived in Monticello, or he was in Monticello, and what ranches did you work for there?
Oh, I worked for Jay Cox and Bob Cox and John Moore, oh, a bunch of.
Uh-huh. Did you ever work for the Greers?
Did you work for the Greers? No.
Yeah, I worked not too much, but I did work for him.
For Raymond Greer?
Raymond Greer,
Yeah,
yeah.
for Raymond, right. He had a ranch up by Dusty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how has it changed? I mean, what do you think how has the area changed?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, a
A
lot.
lot.
Okay, in what ways?
The people moving in here, people making homes here in Winston, up in the hills. Everybody, Anglo people from all other states. They got a lot of places here in Winston, people that move here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the people too. We know who they are, but we never, get together or anything.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about that, Larry? I mean, what do you see that there's been lots of changes?
Well,
It's not the same like well,
it's not the same like it used to be years ago, you know. It's changed a lot.
people are a whole lot different.
I don't know.
People are a whole lot different than when we first came over here to Winston.
So when you first came here, you were talking about Jimmy Fletcher a while ago. You guys all kind of worked together and
Oh,
They used
yeah,
to work together in
yeah.
the sawmill.
in this. Oh, okay, in the sawmill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And where was the sawmill?
Sawmill?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we had a sawmill right down here.
But when you and Jim worked in the Beaverhead,
Well, we used to work in Beaverhead. Sawmill in Beaverhead, one in Diamond Creek. All over the place.
Now, wasn't there a school in Diamond Creek? At one time, there was a tent school in Diamond Creek. Do you remember that?
It's that old shack that Danny and I went to school at, Mom, in Diamond Creek. Diamond Creek. Not at Beaverhead, but at Diamond Creek.
Diamond
oh yeah,
Remember
but that one was
where Preacher Bob used to...
Preacher Bob
Yeah.
used to see young.
And what was Preacher Bob's last name? Was-
I don't know. We don't know.
Now it's whenever I need Curly in here.
That's when you need curly. So that was where some of my stepsisters, Ramon's girls, went to school there too when
Yeah.
Jimmy was working.
With me.
They went to school with you.
With me.
That's right, Lucy. And that was in Diamond Creek. Was it more like a tent or was
No, it was just an old log
Cabins.
an old log? Okay.
We used to live in cabins of that made out of lumber. From the the lumber they make at the sawmill, they used to make little cabin for people to live in there.
Uh-huh. And they also then had the school there. And was it a one-room
It
schoolhouse?
was a one-room schoolhouse.
And
there.
how far did it go? I mean, as far as grades?
Well, it went up to whatever grade the biggest kids were, but most of the time at a sawmill, Sherry, all you could ever hear of them going, I wish you wouldn't do that, up to the 8th grade, most times.
Uh-huh. Do you have any pictures of that, Lucy, of the school?
I've got pictures of some of the girls.
Was the
that are
sawmill
old.
a permanent sawmill, or was it something that they built up so they could take down, or when they
It
cut
was a
the-
permanent.
It was,
Well, they could take it down and put it, you know,
Move it
in
around.
place, you know.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what did they do? Did they have trucks come in,
Oh, a lot of stuff, holly log, you know, holly lumber and everything.
hauling out the lumber?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the roads, tell us about the roads at that time.
Well, the road wasn't very good though.
Were they paved or were they dirt?
They're dirt roads.
Dirt roads.
All those are dirt roads. There's no pavement out
Ain't no
there.
pavements up pavement over
Right, Red Hill, I mean, I don't think they paved Red Hill until, what, in the
In the
50s?
50s, yeah.
here. Yeah, right around there somewhere. Yeah.
But well, from Beaverhead on, in the 50s or 55 there when they paint that road from Beaverhead down to Tennessee, down through Winston, Cuchillo, and to Tennessee.
And that was in the 1950s.
50, yeah,
Oh, it is, yeah.
yeah.
Did you work on helping build the road, or did you stay working
No,
at
I
the,
never worked on the road.
so
Never
you
happened
just
to
stayed at the sawmill then?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell us about a day in the sawmill. What do you remember that you did every day that was usually the jobs that you did at the sawmill?
I stack lumber, working the azure, you know, turning log. all
But
kinds-
most of it, he was a log turner.
Yeah,
Most-
most of I was a log
What does
turner
that
all
mean?
the time.
And what
You
was a
pick the
lot?
logs
Yeah,
to
and what
get it to
did
go
what does
into
what
the
did that
blade.
mean when they? How did you?
To cut the
Why
lumber,
was that important
to make the lumber.
to turn the logs?
To put him on the
Saw.
on the saw,
Yeah,
where you slide it, the lumber and put in the blade, where the blade cut to make the lumber.
To make the blade to
Yeah.
make the lumber plank straight.
Yeah.
Then.
yeah, like 1 inch, 2 inch, or whatever, you know.
Uh-huh.
It used to
many
be
fingers
azure,
did
you know,
he
run
use?
like that. The stove would be right there.
Uh-huh.
None.
The azure would go like see.
Uh-huh.
And I'd turn them down to the logs like that and go that way and cut the lumber, see.
Uh-huh.
He didn't lose any fingers.
No, and
No,
I
no,
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 didn't
no.
lose any fingers.
No,
No, but I broke this. Where was
this
it?
one.
Oh, right here, broke my finger right there.
Ooh. Did you
What
cut it? Or
Huh?
no, you didn't cut it. You
No,
just
no, I just broke it.
uh-huh.
It broke. The bone was broke right in there like that.
Uh-huh.
When I turned the log, like say, came back and turned the log, the hook hit me right there and broke it.
Oh, because there were big hooks with a big edge to
Uh-huh.
grab the logs like a finger and then go into the log so you can turn.
Right, it was real sharp.
And
It was
real
like
sharp,
it was
yeah.
like a hook that they
Yeah.
would hook like straw
When I
bales.
hooked that log like that, it just come back and turn it, see?
Uh-huh.
Go like that, and it come back again, and turn it again.
Now, did they need water to do this process?
No.
No, so it was all dried in.
Oh,
Not on these small sawmills, it did like in McNary, in Arizona. They had
a big pan.
big pond where they put all the logs in there. And every time they put them going to make lumber, well, the whole wet, see, they didn't make no dust or nothing.
Now, when after the sawmills left, did you follow the sawmills, or did you
I
just?
sure did for a while.
And where did you leave when you left Diamond Creek? Then did you go?
Me and her went to reserve.
You went to. So then you went with Jimmy and Simona on to
Yeah.
reserve then.
Yeah.
Okay. And you had a little. My dad always said that he and Simona just slept under a pine tree. Was there any truth to that?
I don't know, I never told that one.
Well, her dad.
Huh?
What's her name?
Jimmy Fletcher.
Casi te dormían abajo un árbol, Dad.
No, I remember seeing you, but you know what? Remember when they had that,
This
your
truck.
dad had that, what was it?
Minnow. That bait and tackle.
Yeah, right there. That's where I seen you. But it's been years and years ago,
Long time ago. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So you went to reserve, and how long did you work in reserve then?
7 years. We lived in there 7 years. And I worked in Luna.
Because there was a big camp, a big.
Oh, they were big sawmills there in the surf.
Mm-hmm.
Right there with the Y, they call it the Y.
Uh-huh.
It goes to, what's the name down there? Glenwood and
Luna.
Luna.
Luna, right.
Yeah.
Luna Park. Isn't that
Uh-huh.
close to Luna Park in
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
area there? Yeah. So, what do you remember? This had to have been what, in the 40s or the 50s? Was this?
No, they was in the 40 and 53 because
Dad.
Ruby was born over there.
This man here.
Yeah, it wasn't
This is
the
Dad.
54, 55 between those years, but mostly in the
This one here
55.
is the one